Hello?
Hello.
What's up, everyone?
Hi.
Take two.
This is take two. You're never seeing take one until we get on an eventual Patreon.
That's true. Yeah, so it's a new time. It's nighttime, actually. And
it is.
because we had to go to a certain theater, a certain time to see this movie. It's very artsy.
Yes.
I'm Booster. That's Aaron.
Hi, and we're your unemployed friends.
That's right. Even though it's 9 o'clock on a Thursday night.
You could have seen this movie.
You could
with your 9 to 5.
That's right. You could have also gone to the Wicked 2 premiere, which we skipped.
They had a DJ at this AMC, though. It was crazy.
Contest. It was ridiculous. There was girls everywhere, and gays. We're gay. It's fine. Anyway, we saw
Sentimental Value.
That's right.
instead.
It's a Norwegian movie. I'd heard about it for months because I think it was the grand prize winner at Cannes, right? And I follow all the Oscars predictions, so I kept seeing this movie forever. I was like, what the hell is this? I've never heard of this. These names.
And I've heard about it for weeks because of this dog.
Because of me, yes, exactly. So I was really excited to finally have an opinion on it, and we saw it.
Amazing.
And it was so good. So good.
So good.
Well, basically, what it's about is this family in Norwegia, right?
Norway?
No. Oh, God, did I just... Anyway, Norwegia. So regardless...
No, Norway.
Yes, you're right. I'm stupid. It's about basically this patriarch, right? And this family that's lived in this house for a long time. And he left his daughters as when they were young. And he went to go direct films, right? And now one of the daughters is still an actor in theater, and the other was an actor, but not anymore. And he turns 70, and he decides, I need to make one more movie. I got one more in me.
Well, it's their mom.
Well, I guess that's true.
Is that a spoiler?
No,
it's in the first
well,
act
I don't
of the
know.
movie.
I'm kind of...
It's their mom dies, and they had been divorced, but their funeral is what brings him back in. And then he wants to make one last movie starring his oldest daughter, Nora, the one who's still an actress.
That's right. So she's a theater actor, and they've been estranged. They haven't talked in years. And at their funeral, she learns that the house that they grew up in, they have so much family history, is actually her dad's, even though she hasn't seen her dad in a very long time. And so that kickstarts a plot where there's a lot of familiar tension. This is a spoilers beware type review. We won't say too much, but it has a lot to do.
Yeah,
what would you say?
There's just so much going on. This movie's so dense that it's really hard to say anything concrete about the movie other than we really loved it without in some way saying a thing that will be a spoiler for someone.
That's right.
So go see it.
We saw
go
it blind.
see it.
They saw it blind on purpose. I saw it blind accidentally because I thought I had read like the IMDb plot summary, and I was wrong.
I didn't know nothing. All I knew is it was Norwegian.
Norwegian and a shit ton of Oscar buzz.
Yes,
so that's
and it's everyone's being talked about, and yeah.
And so the interesting thing about the plot, where people might have heard of it, Elle Fanning plays this American actress.
Yeah, she did great.
She's great, and she takes the place of the daughter who the father wrote the script for, right?
Yeah.
He's like, this is for you. I thought of you. It's I want you to play. And she's like, no, I can't work with you. You left our family.
Yeah.
We don't like you. We can't have any connection. So he goes to a film festival in America, and he meets Elle Fanning, who's Rachel Kemp. She's this famous American actress, and a spitting image of his daughter, right?
Yeah.
And so she...
Like, weirdly so,
That's right. And so she fills this void that he's having where, his daughter is really mean to him and doesn't want to talk to him because of all the stuff that happened when she was a kid. But Elle Fanning is like, oh, I love you so much. You're the best director ever. It was, a masterpiece.
Yeah, he's almost like Scorsese.
That's what
and she's just like, I would love to work with you. And then trying to figure out this character he's written, she has to, like, scrape up some of him. And then they get a weird... It's not weird.
Well, it's slightly... That's where some of the themes come in. Like I said, spoilers beware. Some of the themes that I liked... generational trauma is one of them.
Oh, yeah, that one was huge. So, especially in Europe after World War II.
Yes, that's true.
His mother was taken by the Nazis, and it's like, that had a profound effect on him, which then led to his kids, and then that's what his youngest daughter, Agnes, is trying to shield her son from.
Exactly right. So the whole time he's trying to work through his mother. She... Spoilers? Not spoilers? What do you think?
Go see the movie. 10 out of 10. I'll say that. It was a 10 out of 10. Amazing performances.
If you want to go in blind, yes.
If you want to go in blind, Go watch it because we are going to have to spoil parts of the movie in order to talk about it.
Not necessarily spoil, but also you need to know you should go in blind anyway.
We're going to try to keep it vague, but reveals of
plot detail
and some major bullet points are going to come up.
Bullet points, yeah.
So
regardless,
10 out of 10. It's fucking amazing. Go watch it. Spoiler time.
Just a little. Just a pinch of spoilers. His mom took his own life.
Her own life, yeah.
Took her own life when
he
was
went to school.
7. Yeah. So there's this scene in the movie that he's writing. It's the climax of the movie where he kind of has to relive that, and the character that's him experiences his mother's suicide from a filmmaking perspective, right?
But it's also kind of not him.
But it's also not
like
him.
It is, but it isn't.
But it's also not. And also the character that his mom in the movie is also his daughter.
Yeah.
Who had... I'm not going to spoil that. Anyway, so the entire time...
Nora is also super depressed. Yeah. The daughter he wrote the movie
for.
So
Nora's having a lot of trouble because she knows who Rachel Kemp is, and she's obviously envious. She's like, I can't believe you get to have this connection with my dad. You get to feel like the center of the universe, but you don't have to have this baggage that we've had for 20, 30 years. And Rachel, she's had so much anxiety. Rachel, I said. Who am I saying?
It is Rachel.
No, I was talking about Nora, the actor, the stage actor.
Yes.
She's the one. She has all this anxiety going on stage, and her life is going pretty okay. But especially, it gets really weird when Rachel starts kind of becoming, what her dad wants her to be in a really strange way.
Yeah.
So it reminded me of this movie, this documentary I saw last year. Who's this guy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Someone just pulled up right in front of us. So I was gonna say, it reminded me a lot of this documentary I watched last year, or maybe 2 years ago. It's called 4 Daughters. And it goes on a real... I didn't know too much about the actual history of it, but there's this family that had 4 daughters, and 2 of them got kind of swept up in this doomsday religious cult in like the eastern part of the world. And so the documentarians cast 2 actors to play those daughters to relive the entire the mother relive the whole thing and kind of deal with it, right? So it reminded me a lot of that, where it was just kind of like the rehearsal too, if you've seen the rehearsal, where the dad gets to kind of approach this situation and this relationship with his daughter in a really interesting way.
Yeah, it was very interesting the way that this movie portrays, this film, like how people use art both to process their emotions and to escape from them. Like, because I think Nora, for sure, she's an actress, and her father made films. Like, you don't choose that profession lightly after you have like parental trauma, right? But she did anyway, but she's only on stage, and we see twice that she has like panic attacks before she goes on stage. But then she goes on stage and she does it, and it's fine, and everyone loves it. But she can't like figure out her own shit.
That's a good point.
So it's just like she's just, and she even says early on, which is something I really related to, because chat, if you don't know, I'm also like low-key a voice actor. We're working on it. Where she's saying like, oh, she gets to like feel someone else's emotions. And I think it's Agnes is like, oh, so you want to be someone else?
Yeah, I noticed you like that line.
And like that hit for me, because I'm like, that is something that's fun about acting, is being someone else for a little bit. And on the same opposite side of the same coin, I don't have to be myself for a little bit.
Good point.
Which is, I thought was super interesting. And then like Stellan Skarsgård also does that, kind of, where he's using it more to process it because he's made more movies. And he's able to kind of process his relationship with his daughter through Elle Fanning a little bit. And
that's the interesting thing about Elle Fanning's character, because initially she's like, she tries to kind of make it her own. She speaks in English, and she's one of the the only English speaking people. And she's approaching it as an actor, and then she reads more of the script, and she kind of feels iffy about it. She's like, oh, maybe should I speak with a Norwegian accent? Are you sure you want this to be in English? And the father's like, yes, of course, it's fine. You're a great actor. and eventually, you know, she has to dye her hair brown. She starts, you know, wearing clothes that resemble the daughter, and she
the exact shade of brown
That's right.
as his daughter. There's one scene when we first see Elle Fanning with the brown hair. I thought it was his daughter, and she was looking at Nora's Instagram, and I was like, why are you looking at your own Instagram? Dead ass. Like, I'm so serious.
It's on purpose, though. Because
Yeah,
then
exactly.
She starts being very aware. She's like, I can tell I'm being a fill-in for your daughter. I don't want that. I don't want that for you. But he's like, well, you're doing great. There's no problem with
And
it.
she can tell he's made concessions about how he wants to do it and what movie he wants to make because Nora said no. But he's like, I still have to make the movie.
That's right,
because he thinks it might be his last movie.
So in terms of what was I thinking about themes? I like what you said about connecting with art, but low key, like, the entire movie is worth it for the last shot. I don't want to say what the last shot is.
The last scene, yeah.
The last scene. Oh my goodness! Like, when it happened, they put their hands up like absolute sentimental. I was like, well, hold on, it took me an extra second.
Oh yeah, no.
I wasn't sure.
As soon as we got there, because they showed the scene right before it where millennialisms happen, is how I'll say that to you, to direct to not millennial gray. Okay. And then it cuts back, and I was like,
oh
yeah,
now I
and
know
it
what you
cuts
mean.
back to the previous version, and I was like, watch the movie. And I was like, oh, okay, so this must be the scene in the movie.
I didn't even realize
I
that.
was like, oh, it's gonna be peak, because they talk about a thing early in the movie, and I was like, that's gonna be so heat when they actually do that later, and then they
pay it off.
This movie, all of it is paid off so great. Like, I when we left, I was like 9 or a 10, and then while we were filming, I was like, it's a 10. It's like, I wouldn't change anything. It's perfect.
Yeah, it was really, we talked about, I hit the bathroom during one of the smaller scenes, and then I came back, and they were like, here's what happened. I was like, okay, great. That was one sentence. But it's very dense in its filmmaking, because you were like, oh, but also there was all this intricate, you know, scene work
He
and
missed
facial
literally
stuff.
like 75 seconds of the movie, maybe 15 lines of dialogue. And I was like, I can't hope to catch you up on this in this short amount of time without missing something else.
That's true.
It is so dense, it's so packed, and everything serves a purpose.
That's right.
Like,
And
there's
the
no
acting is
wasted
great.
shot, there's no wasted line, the editing is good. Like, at least good editing you don't notice.
That's right.
And
Good point.
like, bad editing you notice. And so, like, it's good editing.
I liked the way they kind of, each scene kind of felt like a chapter, because they cut to black for like a second. And it was small stuff, but it was just like, I almost felt like every scene could have had like a title or a calling card just for that. I was like, it really paces it really well.
Yeah.
And I wasn't bored a single time. I loved the ending. Like, seriously, the ending made everything worth it.
Yeah.
I love the way they had this house they lived in and grew up in. It becomes a character of itself, right?
Yeah, that did feel like I'm still here a little
did
bit.
feel
where
like,
it's like,
ironically,
I
yes.
feel like I could walk around that house and know my way around that house.
Because the house, you see it in all these decades, right? You see it in the 40s and the 50s and 60s, and it gives you the history of the characters. And then by the end, it's so empty and white and just blank because the father has it, but he's, you know, symbolic.
He's trying
of
to
his,
use it for a film set.
That's right, but it's symbolic of his inner battle, because the sentimental value, right, of all the stuff in the house has been, you know, cleared away. It's gone because it wasn't his house for 20 years. So he's trying to reconnect with this part of his past that he can't. It's just
absolute cinema.
Okay.
Like,
man,
it's we could talk for literally hours.
We could.
Like, it's just so dense. All the performances are great. The script is incredible. It's so
we hadn't
good.
seen. We were saying we hadn't seen too many women acting. Like, it really jumped out at us. Like, most of us was just one battle after another. We just give it to all the female actors.
But the Nora, again, I forgot her actress's name, and I would probably pronounce it wrong anyway, is absolutely my pick for best actress this year. Like, she was so incredible. And Elle Fanning or Agnes could take best supporting, and I'd be okay with that. I doubt it would get that many Oscars. I hope
would be
as
crazy.
many Oscar voters as possible see it.
Like I said, well, usually when it wins grand prize at Cannes, it gets a lot of
True.
a lot of Oscar love.
And I mean, Stellan Skarsgård's in it.
That's. I mean, he was
like,
great.
he's just like one of the best actors kind of ever.
I can't believe Elle Fanning was in it. She really did bring like kind of the, I don't want to say ditzy, but just the maybe uncultured American type is what
they
like.
definitely were going for it with the IKEA joke.
Yes, exactly.
That was very good, I thought.
So she feels very natural in being like this kind of
being the outsider,
unaware. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And she's the only one that speaks English, and they speak Norwegian around her, and she doesn't even she
yeah
doesn't know exactly.
Like, yeah, there's a scene where like he gives her a direction in English and then turns to the actress playing the mom, I think,
yeah.
right? And says something to her in Norwegian, and I was like, dude, she should hear that direction too, but whatever, I'm not the director.
Then it becomes a surprise.
But yeah, it was on purpose. Yeah, it hit for the strained parental relationships for me.
Yeah, that was gonna say, as we were driving up, we were actually talking about strained parental relationships.
Yeah.
And as it started, I was like, oh god, this is really, it's the kind of movie that holds up a mirror to yourself.
Yeah.
Because it felt, you know, I have my fair share of father issues, and I'm sure you have yours. Me and my dad are fine these days, but it was the kind of thing where I was like, you know, if you have a sister, like I have a sister, but if you have a sister on sister relationship, I could totally see that being, you know, paying way off. I've seen people talk about that.
Even I have a sister, and I still really related to that scene when the younger sister was like, oh, even when mom couldn't do something, you were there for me, is like very much how I feel about my sister. So like that, I shed like 2 tears during that scene, cute. Which is the most I get to crying in a theater. It just like, yeah, it was just that hit for me. And then the strained parental relationship where it's like they finally get to like get each other through art.
Well,
was so like magical.
Well put.
I guess that's like a mega spoiler. Sorry guys.
Well, spoilers, it has a happy ending. There you go.
Yeah, right.
How exciting.
And it's she too finally gets to use that acting to process how she feels, right? I didn't even think about that until right now.
Because she has some amount of connection to that
theme, and she stops running away.
That's true.
Is that ending
that's the good ending. She stops running away and
she
finally connects to her father. Even though he, you know, left her 20 years ago, they finally make up. Oh. Sentimental Value came out this year. It'll definitely get the best picture nomination, maybe best directing.
I could see that.
I don't think it's adapted, so probably original screenplay. That'd be.
I would hope it get nominated. The screenplay was fantastic.
I could see a lot of things it'd be great for. So while everyone else was seeing Wicked 2, we saw some artsy shit. And
Wicked 2 is probably fine, but if you want to see a good movie,
and it won't be in theaters long.
It'll
be back probably in January.
Check it out.
Maybe in January when it gets nominated for Oscars.
Yeah, hopefully.
Sentimental Value. It's Norwegian. I give it a 9 out of 10.
I give it a 10.
I give it a 10.
I think it's perfect.
So stay tuned. Next Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, we're gonna see Zootopia, and then Hamnet is after that.
The upload's probably going to be on Wednesday, and then Hamnet.
I'm putting it out Tuesday night, baby. We got to get those views.
Okay. And then we got to see Knives Out.
Knives Out is also next week.
Next Thursday is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, next week.
So we're not seeing a movie on Thanksgiving.
No, that's true.
Hamnet, and then Knives Out. I think there's a couple more.
Then Avatar.
Oh yeah, Avatar.
Then Marty Supreme is coming up.
I'm so excited for Marty Supreme.
Okay, that's it.
All right, you're seeing a lot of us. Bye.